Hi everyone, this is Jay Hyland, Archives Director at the Jewish Museum Milwaukee, here with another From the Archives installment discussing the Milwaukee Jewish Orphan Home. The Society for the Care of Dependent Jewish Children was organized in Milwaukee in 1919 for the purpose of caring for the local Jewish orphans as well as being able to provide them with a Jewish education. A few years later, a house at 21st and McKinley, seen here, was purchased with occupancy beginning in 1924. The home furnishings were all donated by Jewish individuals and organizations in Milwaukee. The home would open with 9 children and have a capacity for 20 children. At that time, it was supported by several hundred women, members of the society who paid dues of 25 cents per month to maintain the home's upkeep. An annual ball and picnic was held to help with operating expenses. By 1927, the building housed 20 children and was at full capacity. This is the photo that you see here is a picture of the 20 children who lived at the home in 1928, along with their supervisor. Work began in earnest to raise $15,000 for a new addition to the building, which would serve as a separate girls' dormitory. This picture from the Wisconsin Jewish Chronicle is what the new addition looked like. In June of 1933, the Milwaukee Jewish Orphan Home purchased for its exclusive use 2,000 Liberty Bell banks, including the one seen here. These banks were distributed in homes and offices throughout the community. The bell bears the inscription, "Ring the Bell, Milwaukee Jewish Orphan Home," and has a coin slot near the top. At that time, it served as helping to provide funds to assist in maintaining the home's yearly operations, and were in the homes of many citizens in Jewish Milwaukee. In 1938, an important event in the home's history happened when Ethel and Philip Barnett became house parents of the home. Ethel was the first professional director of the home, and former resident Ruth Montag Berman fondly recalled in a 1992 Jewish Chronicle interview that, quote, "When the Barnetts came, they changed the atmosphere from that of an institution to a real home environment. Before they came, the adults didn't eat with us. We weren't allowed to go to our rooms until bedtime, and bells rang to let us know it was mealtime." In 1941, the name of the orphan home was changed to the Milwaukee Jewish Children's Home. Members felt that the term orphan was out of date, as the majority of the residents living there at this time were from either one-parent homes or parents who were in dire financial straits and could no longer afford to take care of the children. In 1948, the Children's Home merged with Jewish Social Service Association to create Jewish Family and Children's Services. At that time, the home moved from 21st and McKinley to 50th and Wright, and then later closed in 1976. In 1992, the building on 21st and McKinley that had housed the original orphan home was being demolished. A couple named James and Sally Morgan happened to be walking by the site and noticed a metal box with Hebrew lettering on it, which turned out to be the cornerstone for the home addition in 1928. Amazingly, Sally had worked for the Israeli Shaliach at the Milwaukee Jewish Federation, and so she had the foresight to bring the cornerstone box to the Milwaukee Jewish Archives. This cornerstone is now on display at our Jewish Museum, and the contents, including the group photo of the children that you saw earlier in this presentation, are also preserved in our archives. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoy these presentations, please feel free to make a donation to the Jewish Museum at jewishmuseummilwaukee.org.